Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the July love outlook for Cancer. Cancer, how are you? We're going to go ahead and pull out your Celtic spread for July. This is going to be a general love outlook, so this is going to be just one outlook for one Cancer. It may resonate with you, it may not. It will not resonate with all of you, for sure of that. But in any case, let's get right into it. I have my beautiful backflow incense burning. I love this incense. And, yeah, let's see. Let's just see. Show me what's going on with Cancer this month. Show me. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on for you. Center is King of Cups. Wow, covered by Page of Swords. You have Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Shadow side, Devil card, Page of Pentacles, the Moon, the Chariot, King of Wands, and you come out with an Ace of Cups. Wow, this is a beautiful reading. Gorgeous, you know, really nice. What can I say? Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Swords. So there's definitely some toxic energy around. Eight of Swords is generally, there we go. Eight of Swords is generally the card for the gaslighter, the person who plays the victim. We'll get back to that. All right, just reposition everything a little bit for a better sort of view. Cancer, you show up in your own reading with that Chariot. That is your card in tarot. So let's get right into your reading. It's a beautiful reading. King of Cups, Page of Swords. Well, King of Cups, this is how you're presenting this month. King of Cups is all about being that hunter, going after what you want, going after that lover, whoever that lover may be. King of Cups is definitely the hunter. It's fiery energy, right? Kings are always associated with fire. It's fiery energy of cups, fiery energy of water. So it's like really sort of like this feeling of you really going after your heart's desire. You know, you can see there he has his eyes set, you know. And then you have Page of Swords, and Page of Swords is all about sort of confidence and not being afraid, not being afraid to go after what you want, feeling confident about yourself, not giving in to negative doubts, to negative feelings about yourself, or doubts about your abilities, or feelings and things that others may say. Oh, you can't do it. Oh, they'll never, you know, they'll never date you. They'll never go for you, or something like that. You know, Page of Swords is all about standing your ground, with regard to your mental state, your confidence, what you believe you can accomplish, right? So you have this really great sense of confidence. You're going after a particular love connection or someone that you really have your eyes set on, your heart set on. They're in your sights, right? In your crosshairs. And you're not going to allow anyone to sort of hold you back from believing that you can get them where you want them, right? Get them next to you. So, Three of Pentacles energy we have also, and Five of Wands. So, Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands is your focus and what's in the back of your mind. So your focus this month is going to be on work, especially with regard to this love connection. If you are representing, if you're showing up as the King of Cups, who is not only the one who goes after what he desires, you know, he goes after his prey, and it doesn't mean male, masculine, feminine, doesn't really, or rather male, female, doesn't really matter. The King of Cups, it could be a female. You could be a female Cancer going after the person you want, right, and really trying to lock down a relationship. But part of it, and part of your strategy this month is Three of Pentacles, being really active at work, getting the work done, working with others. A lot of this is part and parcel of your sort of attitude this month towards love, right? And that makes perfect sense because Cancers, you guys are all about sort of working to create a nest so that you can bring your lover home to a nest, right? Cancers are all about that nurturing, that creating that environment that is conducive to a healthy and cozy and and progressive relationship. But in the back of your mind, you have Five of Wands. And Five of Wands is really the card for battling competition, right? So there's something going on here. There's something else in the back of your mind that is really kind of competing for your focus on work, perhaps, or for your focus on what you have to do in the physical world to lock down this relationship. Can be some of you may be having a lot of competition at work or a lot of strife at work. Five, power struggle, a lot of power struggle, tit for tat at work. And then it's in the back of your mind, but you're still having to go in. You're still wanting to really focus on that, on the sort of progress, right? Three of Pentacles is generally like really making progress, making strides forward in areas of work or business or career, or if anything physical that you're trying to achieve. It can indicate starting to work with other people in groups, and that's of course a way forward. And so it's interesting that you know, that's something you're focused on this month, and it's something that's helping you sort of bring in this love connection that you want. But there's this power struggle in the back of your mind, something, you know, either with someone or something in your life that is sort of competing. This is how it feels to me. It feels like it's either someone or some part of your life that is competing with the energy that you're trying to put into this relationship. And I say that because you come in with the shadow self, which is the other card. It's the same card as the devil in traditional, the 15, and Page of Pentacles. Now, shadow side is what you're coming into this month with, right? So it's like you are battling a dark side. You are battling sort of your own shadow side, right? That's what the devil is all about, and that's why it's the shadow side in this deck, the Witch's deck, or the Witch's Tarot deck, because, you know, that devil energy, it resides in all of us, and it's different for each of us. It is really sort of symbolic of our darker sides, our shadow side, the side that gives into quick satisfaction, instant gratification, easiness, right? Not the work that is required to elevate. And so it feels to me like this is something that's competing with you, right? It's competing with this Five of Wands, which is in the back of your mind. If that's why I say it feels like it could be something. It doesn't have to necessarily have to be someone. It is a Five of Wands, so it's a passion card. It's a fire card. It feels to me, Cancer, like there's another side to your life. Maybe you are battling some vices, maybe you're battling some addictions, or there's something in your life that calls to you and really calls your attention, and you know it. I think you know it, but you work towards kind of getting away from that, right? An example could be, say for instance, you found somebody that you really have your eye on, you really feel like you could be in love with this person, you really, really want to work towards it, but you're a player. Right? Male, female, you're a player, right? Or you like to socialize, or you're a flirt, or whatever. Or there's certain behavior that you exhibit this is who you are, but you know that you're going to have to reconcile that if you want to get this relationship locked down. That's a really crude example, but, you know, and so you're wrestling with wanting to go out and party and be that player and socialize and maybe even flirt and do all of these things, or remain focused on a task at hand with that Three of Pentacles and really lock down all of the other work that you need to do from your point of view to get this relationship going. So it's a real kind of like internal battle for you, Cancer. You do round off your month with a Page of Pentacles, which means a lot of you are going to be having to work practically anyway. There's going to be some real practical work that you're putting in to your relationship. It can be that something does begin to sort of develop and you do start to put sort of those step-by-step efforts in. But it will not come in without this sort of battle that you have right here, this internal battle. And I guess the higher self is going to have to win out. That King of Cups, the one who wants the lover or wants the person that you're focused on, should, you know, if he wins, that angle of yourself wins out. By the end of the month, you will indeed be rounding off with Page of Pentacles, in that sense of really just being very kind of methodical and very focused on doing the practical, proactive work of honing a relationship, right? Working on a relationship, starting a relationship, whatever the case may be. This feels to me like a relationship you're wanting to start with someone, because they're not showing up in a reading. You're not showing up as already being connected with somebody. And King of Cups is generally this energy that comes in when you are hunting for someone. Now, the moon and the chariot, this is your attitude towards love this month. And so the moon and chariot, it is kind of like elusive for you this month. Your attitude is a little bit like moon energy, like you're not really sure. You feel like it's a test. You know, I feel like, you feel like you're being tested to a certain degree. Do you have what it takes to have a relationship? This is very much a reading from the Cancer's point of view. This is not so much a snapshot into a particular relationship you have with someone, Cancer. This is very much a reading about how you relate to your love life and your relationships. And moon energy, it does feel like it, for you, it's like it feels like a test. It feels like you don't have all the answers. It can be very anxiety ridden, right? It can cause you a lot of anxiety. And the moon in general just is like, oh, I'm not really sure. Now this is interesting because the moon is the card for Pisces and the chariot is your card. So you have a lot of major arcana cards associated with you and your sister's, sister sign, that energy coming in. King of Cups is also Scorpionic energy, Cancer energy. So the chariot comes in for you. So how do you approach the month with this kind of anxiety, this unsurety, and what comes back at you is just constant reaffirmation that you're exactly where you need to be. You're just going to be constantly, with that chariot, you're just going to constantly get reaffirmation back that, no, there's nothing to worry about. You are really where you're supposed to be. Yes, you don't have all the answers because you are in a place right now where you have to just work through it yourself, but that is the nature of the moon. It's very sort of elusive. It relies on you to make your way through the darkness in the moonlight. And so, but you get this really positive energy back. This month, King of Wands is in a position of your hopes and dreams and your fears. So you really hope and dream that you can realize your passion and your vision for yourself. King of Wands is really, look at it sitting there. He's very playful, but he's fiery. He's fire. He's the most fiery one of them all. He's extremely playful. He's extremely sort of charismatic. Of course, he can be egocentric. Of course, he can be domineering, but he's really... he's the one that people flock behind because they love him. They love his spirit and they love his individuality. And in this way, he is the leader of people, not because he wants to lead them like the emperor, but because they choose him as a leader because of his quirkiness and his drive and all of the sort of things that he has that people want to emulate. All of the attributes that he has that people want to emulate. And so this is quite interesting. This could very well be the person that you're after. It could very well be the person that you have your eye on, Cancer. Could be a King of Wands individual. Now you're coming in as King of Cups. They could be King of Wands. Again, my readings are not gender specific. So this is not about men on men or men or women or what have you, right? But it is interesting that you guys are both resonating with King energy. So I feel like you're both quite alpha. So Cancer, you're quite alpha in your Cancer way, King of Cups. You're the one who's very dominant here. But I feel like you have your eye on somebody who's extremely fiery, right? And yes, you love that about them, but they're also fiery. And so while they're also in a position of your dream, they're also in a position of your nightmare, because this could go either way, right? So it's not going to be easy, but it's beautiful. And what comes out? A love connection. At the end, you get your Ace of Cups, which means that you guys come together and you have this beautiful love connection, right? It works out that, oof, beautiful Ace of Cups, This is in a position of what your possible outcome for this month is. Let's get your clarifiers. It's a really cute reading. It's a lovely reading for a Cancer who's going after somebody who's very alpha like the Cancer is, but of course fiery in a very different way. This person is also somebody who's very individual, very unique. They might be very quirky, and it might be a little bit tricky for you to kind of lock them down. Right, Cancer, but nevertheless, you're not going to give up. Cancers are not ones to give up in that area. All right, show me what's going on with Cancer this month. Remember, Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck over here. It just reminds us not to be too restrictive in our thinking this month, not to rely on those old kind of ways of doing things and realize That, you know, we have to open up our minds to other ways of looking at life or relationships, because if we hold on to sort of just the old kind of very restricted, very limited views of the world, then we won't be able to make the right decisions for ourselves. And our experience is just going to be so much more limited. And that's very much the energy of Eight of Swords. Show me what's going on for my lovely Cancer. Empress. Oh, there you go. Knight of Cups. Death. And Six of Pentacles. So work, yeah, money. All right, Empress, Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is very much about you being focused on not only taking care of yourself, but and working, not only working, I was going to say, but taking care of yourself. Putting a lot of energy into your own being, mind, body, and soul. Three of Pentacles is just in general making a better effort in the area of work, your environment, your body, your health. And then when we cross that, or we confirm that with the Empress, Cancer, also this month, your attitude is very much about loving yourself, right? So you're really putting the law of attraction out there, because not only are you working towards, locking down a particular connection, King of Cups, you are certainly and actively looking for a connection. Whether you have one particular one in mind or you don't have anyone in mind, but you're just looking, nevertheless, a lot of your work this month is certainly for you and yourself, for putting into yourself, as far as keeping yourself beautiful and healthy and vital and fertile with creative ideas and doing well and all of that good stuff. That's all law of attraction, because if you love yourself, others will love you. So this month is very much about that also. And here you have your Knight of Cups, Five of Wands. So definitely there is something going on here, pulling you back from wanting to go after what it is you desire. You already have King of Cups, which means you're determined. You have a plan and you're determined. The Knight of Cups is like, okay, I'm ready to go out now and go make that move. But it's like Five of Wands. Something's holding me back. There's a power struggle holding me back. It feels to me again like either it is a vice or it is a person. It's some kind of addiction or something about you, Cancer, right? Like I said, something in your life that is a part of you that is battling, with you for other parts of your life, like a possible addiction or something like that, possible shadow side aspects. Or it could be a person who is in your life who just holds you back from going after what you desire. Whatever the case is, there's going to be a death of that, a letting go. And this month, this is also going to be you kind of saying, yeah, this bit of my life has been holding me back too much. It's been holding me back for too long. The power struggle between this shadow side of myself and my life and what I truly desire has got to end. So this is a month where you're really going to be standing up to that. And whether that is just something, whether that is simply a side of yourself, Cancer, or if it's actually a person in your life who's holding you back, there is going to be a severing of ties, a loss, a death. That's what death is all about. An ending. Coming in, Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. So a lot of this love connection and a lot of your ability to make this love connection with that King of Cups this month is also going to depend on you working and really being sort of conscientious in your work, right? Like I said, Page of Pentacles talks about really just doing the active, proactive, basic, simple sort of labor of starting working on a relationship. It takes work. There's like effort you have to put into a relationship, physical effort, making effort to be someplace when you say you're going to be there, making effort to do things and get things done that you say you're going to get done. There's a real world kind of connection to all of these midnight promises we make to each other and pillow kisses we give to each other. When we're in love with someone, or we talk about being together and all of this stuff, then there's the work that needs to be put in to actually do that. It doesn't magically happen. And so not only are you waking up to that, and that may be part of that shadow side of yourself. You may be coming across somebody, Cancer, that is making you realize that your own inability to, maybe that has been a thing. Maybe your own inability to have really put the extra work in before may have been an issue. That may be an issue. that you are saying goodbye to. That's an example. But whatever it is, you do realize, and by the end also of this month with the Six of Pentacles, there's a real feeling of charity here too. Like you're really working in a very different way towards something, right? You may be changing the way you work. You may be doing more social work, more charitable work, more work that really feeds your soul. You know, the type of work that is a labor of giving and labor of love type of work, which is Six of Pentacles. That is all going to really add to your ability to bring in this beautiful love connection. I'm going to leave it at that, Cancer. This is your July love outlook. I hope you enjoyed it and got some clarity from it. It's very, very beautiful. It's a nice reading. Don't forget to check out your other readings on my channel, the weeklies, and what else do I have coming up this week? I probably will be doing also the general for this week. In either case, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. All of that good stuff really helps my channel. Don't forget to comment. But for right now, Cancer, I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful July, and I'll see you at the next Cancer reading on my channel. Bye-bye.